moment, I think did a split screen on you. I was like, where'd you go?
Where did that go? Oh my gosh, he was bad enough last week. Now I'm in my rightful seat.
Look, now he'll be able to talk tonight because last week he couldn't talk. He would. This is the quietest I think I've ever seen this man.
Look, I had a 4-second delay.
But you were quiet.
Every time I said something, y'all got it like 4 or 5 seconds, and he's like, oh, it's too late. Oh, they started laughing. Oh my God, it's too late.
It was like, okay.
Don't worry, Vivian.
Is he gonna say something?
Vivian, I'll see you next month. I got a lot of questions.
Well, speaking of, happy belated birthday to Pastor Rupert's wife, Sister Vivian. No, your sister. Your sister. Your wife's birthday is around mine. I'm sorry.
He got me for a second. I'm like,
Deborah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deborah. Happy birthday to you.
It's all in the family, man. Charge it to the head, not to the heart, okay?
Also want to give a happy belated birth to Deacon Eric Scott. Yes. Give him, because I couldn't say nothing last week. But happy belated. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody.
It's good to be back.
We're starting off having fun. 3 men who love to talk about the goodness of the Lord. Someone told us Sunday that the 4 of us on the show, we all almost looked up. What was it? We
Morphinized?
The 4 of us were looking a lot alike. I'm like,
I don't know. Right now, I look a little bit light-skinned than usual. So I don't know how we morphinizing. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? Let me say this. I don't mind. You're
me
two
neither.
good-looking brothers. So I don't mind if they have me morphing like you good-looking brothers. I'll take it. I'll be happy.
3 of them. 3 young brother.
Oh man, how was your weekend, man?
God is good, man. I cannot complain. It was a good weekend. As you know, we celebrated my sister's birthday on Saturday.
Yes.
We went out, had a good time. It was good. It was fun. Friday, what did we do Friday? I forget what we did Friday. I know I did something. But big shout outs to a good friend of mine, Bishop Cecil Mullins, from Mount Bethel here in Trenton. He was pretty much gone. 4 doctors wrote him off, but thanks be to God. Wow. He's recovering. I saw him yesterday. He's in rehab. He can't talk much, but he can move his arms where he couldn't do that. He can at least stand. He's rehabbing his legs. He was immobile for about 8 weeks. So thanks be to God that he is where he is. And I went to visit him yesterday. I got installed in the John Jay as one of the state board members. But I was up in North Jersey, so I went to go visit him. And I'm so glad I did get to see him, talk to Lady Mullins, and my prayers and my love. He's one of the nicest guys that I know. And he's the type of guy that if you were in hospital, he would definitely visit you. So I made it my point to go visit him. My wife wants to go, so we're going to go back up again next week. Just even if we're just sitting there, I don't need to hear him say a word. He knows who I am. He sees me. When he saw me, he started smiling, smile that he has. And I'm glad that I saw him. So big shout out to him and the Mullins family. We're praying for you. And we know that God's got you. And we're going to see behind the pulpit again. So
shout out. Yep.
That's it. What about you guys? How was your weekend?
I forgot.
This man is so stupid. He need to go back to the other studio because he's stupid.
I forgot.
Mine. See, Friday night we went out because we started our 21-day consecration in church. Started on Saturday, so we went out Friday night get that eat on because we know when you're in that consecration you can't eat the way you want to.
Right.
We did that Friday and Saturday. I pretty much just chilled around the house Saturday, man. Didn't do much, just relaxed because I knew what was going to be happening this 21 days. So my weekend was mellow.
All right.
Yeah, he was there. The weekend was there. Yes, it was a busy week. Got a new job, so part-time job. So I was pretty happy about that. I'm pretty good about that. Happy. do my work, and babysitting. That's what I do.
Wait, what's your new part-time job? Are you doing? What are you doing?
It's none of no one's business right
Oh,
now.
okay.
So,
Oh, I know what you do. Okay.
More information. to
no,
come.
I'm playing. I'm playing. No,
You a big boy, so this
No,
could be the water stuff. I don't want to deal with it. I'm
No.
good. I'm good.
No. I love it when people ask you a question and you actually do the total opposite. So sometimes when they go, Simon, you want to pray? You go, no. And then you see everyone's reaction, like, huh? Just the reaction, and then I go ahead and pray. But yeah, I'm good. More to come. People will probably tell, but I'm having fun with it, and I appreciate it. A blessing from God.
I was hoping you were going to say you were on a golf course, so that way we can get free golf time when we play our golf, our soccer golf. But I guess not. All right.
Hey, we need to schedule that because my
Yeah.
son is all on board this time to come down to play. So
To get beat? What? You want to come and get beat by some old men? I'm talking to you, man. Like, how you going to come down and get beat by some old men? I know you're watching.
That's what you said to
Simon
Simon
Pierre.
P.
I know you're
That's
watching.
what you said to Simon P. And look what happened.
I know. You're going to come down, you're going to get beat by some old men.
anyway,
But it's true.
You said
I
that.
came in second. Simon might have won, but I came in second. So, hey, I'm just
Okay.
saying.
We'll revisit that.
You like
Well,
in third. I remember.
Right. But before we get into the night show, you got to say,
Push them buttons, push them. But anyway, since I need to learn more about my Jamaican, I'll leave that one alone. So what I'll do is let you know that just push the buttons that you have on your computers or laptops. Share, like, and subscribe.
right.
Of course, you know the subscribe button is really important, just to let it go out and generate all across the world. But anyway, we are in some other countries, though. Don't put it down. We in other countries. So, but we do love everyone who comes on. Just pass it around, share, like, subscribe, and I think I'm always going to give a special shout out to our youngest viewer, little man Isaiah.
That's right.
Always going to get a shout out. We
Yes.
appreciate you, sir.
He's the youngest
Thank you very
one,
much.
The youngest one that we know of so far.
Yes. So be
If
good.
you know
We're
the
good.
younger one, the age is 9. I wonder who our oldest viewer is.
Our oldest viewer, I'm not sure.
Okay, so if you're the oldest viewer, we want you to put your name and age in the chat so we know who you are. And whoever the oldest viewer is, we're going to give some award at Convocation. You're the season Convocation, though. We'll give you something to our oldest viewer. We'll give you something, whether it's a shirt. What did we give out for the last time for the 100th show? We gave shirts, right?
We gave out shirts. We gave out polo shirts.
Yeah.
Maybe this
We
time
did.
we have any more mugs, or do we have to get new mugs?
Those have to be ordered.
And you have to give us your exact age. And please, we
Let's
know
give
that.
a mug. Let's give a mug this time because that way we don't have to worry about size.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have their true age because don't let us have to check their IDs because
No, we can
someone's
check
gonna say
IDs,
that they're
because
92
even
years
with
old.
Christian brothers and sisters, free gifts
Yeah.
sometimes turn people the wrong way.
Yeah, but we do know that church people look younger than what they are sometimes. So
Yeah.
we'll give them a bit of.
And
I think it might be Deacon Hal.
And right, and a correction on our youngest viewer's name is Israel, not Isaiah. It was Israel.
I said Israel.
I thought you said Isaiah.
I said Israel.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I didn't say anything, so hey.
Well, tonight we're going to talking about.
Sorry. That's it. Sorry. Mark, what's wrong? What's wrong?
We got sound effects going on in the studio over here.
I tell you.
You heard it.
Yeah, we all heard it.
Right?
Oh, we did.
Yeah, everybody heard
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Forgiveness in situations where trust is broken.
Did you just push that button?
He pushed it.
Push the button.
Oh, push the button. All right.
So, forgiveness in situations where trust is broken. And that sentence alone is a challenging one because you can forgive someone and not forget about the situation. because once you've been hurt, to reestablish a relationship can be a challenge, and it depends on what the actual offense was.
So then, do you usually think that you don't hate the person, you really don't trust the person, but you still have conversations with that person, like it's just another day, but you don't usually have the conversations that you usually have with them?
I think the conversations change.
Mm.
I think the dynamics change because you're not as close or as warm as you used to be. So the conversation may be more catered, maybe almost like on eggshells, more on a sensitive level, because you don't want to say or do anything or bring about a spirit of offense or anything like that. So the relationship is definitely not going to be the same as it was. And I wanted to read something real quick. It says, forgiveness when trust is broken is hard because you're not just dealing with hurt, you're also dealing with fear, disappointment, and loss of safety. Forgiveness doesn't mean pretending it didn't matter or immediately trusting again. It's a process, and it happens at your pace, meaning that it may take you a while to accept that person back into your circle, if you will.
So, yeah, just to back that, just one line. Forgiving when trust is broken means choosing to release resentment for your own freedom. Ooh.
So I'm glad you guys gave those wonderful words.
Well, you're the preacher. Go ahead.
No, I'm definitely the preacher. Mark is the preacher. I'm not the preacher. So but I would say this. I would say that there are levels.
Absolutely.
Right? Because I think that if the trust is between spouses or parent and child, might be different if the trust is broken between friends or coworkers.
Yeah.
Right. So I think there's levels, and I think that certain levels, the degree of hurt is also greater. So that means the degree of getting through it might take a little bit longer. Right. But I do agree that it's difficult to have the same type of relationship when trust is broken and you don't deal with the trust issue. Right. I think we have to deal with the trust issue. Even if I forgive you, I have to deal with the trust issue with you also. So when we're talking through things, and I think that's where the real problem is, right? People say I forgive you, and they may genuinely forgive, but they didn't talk through the trust issue and try to fix that too, because that needs to be fixed.
Well, we know trust is a difficult thing, but I mean, if we can get biblical and spiritual about it, people have an issue trusting God.
Well, yeah, that's lack of faith, right?
Lack of faith, exactly.
But I guess that trusting is, unless I missed it, is on that relationship with whoever is doing it, because all the relationships are going to be different. And then trusting somebody in church or out of church or whatever is going to be on different levels here. I'm not saying it's supposed to be, but we're supposed to forgive anyway.
Well, hypothetically speaking, say, Rupert, you say, Mark, can I borrow your car? Sure. You take my car. You're saying you're going to the grocery store, but you took my car and you went to the beach, and you got into an accident in the process.
Oh,
okay. And then you bring my car back and say, this happened in the parking lot at the store. Well, good and well, you drove the car to the beach. And then once I found out what actually happened, of course, I'm going to be angry. And our trust factor, I mean, the relationship has basically been thrown out the window because
you ain't getting his car back. I know that.
For one, you told me an untruth.
Right.
And you try to cover it up. So that hurts because you weren't honest with me.
And you thought you were friends.
And thought we were friends. And you thought I wasn't going to find out about it. So in that scenario, to me, it would be a challenge to regain my trust back with you, begin knowing what you did. knowing you were not honest in the whole process. I think had you came clean from the start and saying this is where you're going to go, and if something happened, then I think the conversation would be different. The trust factor would be different.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, but then, and I think this is Simon's point, right? Because he was talking about biblical, right? That's why the Bible speaks about, or I don't know if it's the Bible, but we speak about forgiving and forgetting, right? The reason why I don't trust you or you don't trust me in that scenario is because you haven't forgotten what I did, right?
That is true.
And
every time I look at that car, I'm gonna look at look what he did.
Yeah, every time I ask you for it, every time I say car in my mouth, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, car," right? But that's where Paul speaks to forgetting those things which are behind. Now we think it's our own selves, but it's everything.
Everything
is forgetting all those things that have brought you to this point. Stop doing this, Ken. We just started talking, so we just got to this point. So it is difficult for us to really move on in a spiritual way if we don't forget. But it's tough to forget.
It is
because he could, because Mark could keep looking at his car and thinking about it, but he doesn't have to keep going to you and saying, "Look at my car, man. This is what he did," or "This is what." I mean, he can just like drop it right then because we already know who did it. But if he keeps reminding you, and you did it 2 years ago, yeah, I had a car, and yeah, Rupert he back. So he really hasn't forgotten at all. So it's lingering. Then I'll use the word. It lingers. And you use it when you want to use it, or when you upset with someone or a person, and you bring it back up again.
And that's the worst.
Yeah, couples do it, right? Couples do it all the time, unfortunately, right? It's tough for a married couple to get through some things because neither of them want to forget about what happened years ago, right? It could happen 20 years ago in a marriage, but you never let it go, so it's still there. And this is the thing with that is that you don't even have to say anything. Sometimes it's just a look, or it's just a there we go again, and reminds it just brings up bad things. And that's the tough part of the relationship aspect, is letting go of those things. You have to hope. Now it's weird because we can do it with our kids. We can do it with our kids. Our kids can mess up and we can say, okay, I'm gonna forget they did it. And sometimes we forget that they messed up. We're easier able to forgive and forget for our children's sake. But when it comes to everybody else, whether it's our brother and sister, whether it's our spouse, whether it's our best friends, we hold on to things for decades. And that is something where it's a phenomenon, but it happens. And we can't get through it.
So why do you think it's a challenge, especially among church folk, why we can't let stuff go?
I think because the trust factor is deep, right? The trust factor is deep. So when I relinquish something to you, I'm automatically saying I am becoming, and I think this is the definition that one of you guys read about becoming vulnerable.
Right.
Right? I am vulnerable now because I have given you a level of trust I might not have given anybody else, because we are spiritually bound, church brother and church sister. And then you break that trust. Now my whole entire thing is not only can I not trust you, I can't trust anybody in this church now, because if you were the perfect example of what I thought was a trustworthy people, what about these other people?
Yeah, but you also have social media too. So if they find out about your mistrust, or they find out about something that you did wrong, 50% is going to say, "Oh, everyone should get a second chance or nothing." The other half, "Oh no, he should have never done it. I was his best friend. I wouldn't do that to my best friend. I wouldn't do that. No, I would never trust him again." see, it'll go both ways. And of course, when you add social media to something, because somebody may want to put something on social media and say, this what happened to me the other day. And you're like, oh, Lord, you're putting your private business on social media.
That's the worst.
Open book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For
So
people to chime in.
yeah.
Is it a bad thing all the time though? Is it a bad thing sometimes
Well,
to get other people's opinion?
We put it so we know of a situation where, and I'm gonna try to be careful how I say this, where a person's children was taken away and they're in another country, and the person put it all on Facebook. And it's like, me personally, I wouldn't have done that, but that was their way of venting, letting people know their situation. And it was like, whose side are you taking? Who are you listening to? What's the whole dynamics? Why? What happened? What did not happen? So me personally, I don't think I would have put it out there like that.
But I think at the same time also is to get help from the outside and more information. You might get it from someone who you didn't know, or someone who saw something, or someone who did. So I'm like, I understand the situation, and sometimes, I'm not saying people are, but sometimes when you get desperate or when you want to really push to get what you really want to get to, yeah, social media will open up them things. And that's what even like police and everyone rely on now is, have you seen this person? Did you know this person? Did you talk to this person? Do you recognize what they're wearing? What did you do on it? So, I mean, social media is not always bad, but there's just situations where you need social media.
But I mean, in this instance, right? Because when we talk about a situation, is there and do we have a? I know it can be detrimental, but isn't it also could be some sort of, could it be good too? Because now you might get people who are all going to encourage you. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
forgive. Yeah, we understand, but that's your best friend. Yeah, there could be that also, that encouragement along with the negative. There could be the encouragement. I think it's how you read how you read it
Mhm.
and where you send it out to, because you know there's going to be good and bad.
Mhm.
But there could be that one sentence that triggers you to say, I need to forgive. Sometimes that third party person you don't know says something that is helpful. And again, it shouldn't come to that, but it can. It can, because there is definitely an issue when we don't forgive. Or we don't forget, I mean, we don't forget.
Mhm.
There's definitely an issue. Forgiving, great. But there needs to be a forgetting. There needs to be a way to break through getting back to trust. And I know some people will say, I can do it. I'm sure some people will say it, because at times I think I can do it, but then I say, not really, because if something kind of happens like that again, I say, yes, that's what they did to me last time.
Mhm.
It comes. I may not say it to them. I may not say it to anybody, but inside I say it. So did I really forget?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's where, when you look at it, being transparent without being defensive, backing up what you're stating, because you got to be able to answer questions honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. you know, and that's the hard part. Even when it's uncomfortable, be able to answer those questions honestly. So being transparent without being, a lot of us can be so defensive when somebody asks you a question. That guard goes up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Especially if you didn't trust the person. But yeah.
Mhm.
But like here's the thing, right? And we talked about this yesterday in our pre, right? Is somebody willing to be honest, to say, I'm gonna call this person and I'm gonna sit down with them and I want to have an honest conversation so I can get this out the window? Right? Is somebody going to do that? Because that's what it takes. It takes an individual, one of the two, to say, I've got to get to the bottom of this and I'm going to be honest. Because there's no good if you're not honest.
Well, the question is, if you're sitting down with that person, are they going to be able to receive it well enough? But again, that defense mechanism may go up. You're sitting there talking, we're face to face, and I'm bringing the issue before you. is that person be open to receive it and say, okay, I hear you. Let's move on.
Well, we're never gonna know the answer to receiving, because you could be as honest, transparent as possible as you want, and as much as you would love friends or whatever to receive it, they might just say to you, yes, no, I'm all right, but they're really not all right, because you're hoping that the transparency you're giving, you're going to receive it too, and then you really don't feel that transparency. And you have to trust in your own self, I guess, is that you believe them what they're telling you right now. But you still have your guards. That's what's going to happen. Your guards up.
But I would hope that they desire the friendship as much as you do.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly.
They desire the relationship, right? I would hope that they desire it. Because I told you the story yesterday. I'll tell these folks, and I hope he's listening, because we're honest. Me and John Briscoe.
He's on.
Oh, is he on?
Yes.
All right. See, and he says it there, right? And he said it perfectly. I'm gonna jump ahead and bring it up, right? It's
different when you just sitting back on the beach with your legs up, drinking a coconut juice. I mean, go help yourself, John. Coconut water.
No, but okay, here's John Briscoe. So he knows the story. For whatever reason, right? Me and him were buddies. We are still buddies. Me and him were buddies. We were buddies. I mean, just boys. We talked, laughed. We were boys. And for some reason, we had an incident. So for a couple years, we did not talk. I mean, I didn't want to call him. He didn't call me. I didn't care what's going on in St. Croix. I was trying to care what's going on in Jersey. We just didn't talk. And then one day I said, this is ridiculous. I got to call him. So I'm in my car. I pulled over into a parking lot. Swear to God said, call him. I called him. He picked up, which I was surprised. He picked up. And we had about a 2-3 hour hash it out session, because both of us want to be friends. We knew what our relationship was. We knew how we were, and we wanted that relationship back. Even though we had to say some harsh things to each other to get through it. But at the end, because we knew we were both just speaking truths, everything turned out to be, we're back to being boys. And that is the part that's important. Both people want to have that relationship again.
Come to the table.
To be where they were. And don't hold anything to be, okay, I'm going to remember that you did that to me. No. Things go forward. Even if it happened again, it's not the same as before. It's different.
And then the good thing about it is you both have titles. You both have high titles. That's just letting other people know also that just because you have a title doesn't mean you can talk it out. And you talk it out as men or women or whoever's talking it out. And that's the humble part of when it comes to a higher title or something like that, that people are not afraid to talk to you.
Right.
And that you can talk it out, and he will listen and you will listen and you both listen. So that's just another situation of God's movement right there. Because God also told me to tell everybody, continue to push the buttons, share the buttons, and subscribe, please. It's good. I don't care if you on the beach. Oh, sorry, Bishop Briscoe. I mean, I don't care if you know, but continue to push. We appreciate everyone who comes on the show and has their thoughts. We encouraging people who haven't just to type something in. And we'll respond. Even if you don't want to send anything in, we know your name is up there. That's a good thing for us too, that you watch the show. Just put your name up there. You don't even have to say anything. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it.
And comment.
And we look, 3 of us will forgive you if you don't.
I don't know, man.
2 of the 3, I won't tell you who won't, but 2 of the 3.
Okay, then. Oh, yeah. We won't. Thank you, Ruben.
That's who you are.
You're welcome.
You know what's funny? Ken will always tell us to get the comments when he puts a comment in.
I know.
Let me
Yeah.
say-
I know that.
Let me
But-
say, go to
But
comments.
we
What is
forgive
it?
him. We forgive him
We forgive him.
for not
Okay.
being here last couple of shows. We forgive him.
Right, for a month.
So we were getting correction on the name. So maybe you did say Isaiah and not Israel because
No, I think he's just said, oh, is she saying that? Oh,
With the exclamation.
yes, I think she said you didn't say it, but we don't know. Let's see. This is from Ken. You don't have to trust them again. I forgive, so I'm good with the Bible 7 times 7, but you now put me money on car with them again.
is he talking about the car that he busted?
Yeah, he's just saying the Bible speaks about forgiving. It doesn't speak to forgetting.
I think he's a little bit more than 7 times 7, though.
It's 70 times 7. But it's okay.
70 times 7.
70 times 7. But
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think he's a little bit more than 7 times 7.
yeah, 70 times 7 in a day. But
Today.
But here's the thing. The Bible does speak about it because it speaks about healing.
Mhm.
Just because you forgive doesn't mean you're healed. Doesn't mean the other person is healed,
Mhm.
right? We always say that forgiving is for you. The reason why you forgive is so you can be healed.
Right.
Now
And
to
be
help the
free.
other person get healed, now you have to forget. And now you have to work through the situation. Because if I hurt you, and I know I hurt you, but I know I crashed the car. And instead of me coming close, I try to put some lie. Now I know I hurt you. Now you may say, Rupert, I forgive you. That's your healing. But Rupert is sweating because Rupert says he might forgive, but he's never gonna be that. I'm never gonna have a relationship with him again. I'm not gonna be able to borrow his car again. I'm not gonna be able to come over his house again. I'm not gonna be able to call him on the phone. He might forgive me, but he's gonna keep arm's distance away.
Right.
Now, the only way I can get through that is if you decide I'm gonna forget, and I'm gonna bring him back in.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, Rupe, here's my car. Go ahead, bro. That takes a lot of distance. That takes a lot of trust on your part.
Mhm.
But now you're also seeing where's Rupert.
Right.
Now that I'm giving you my car again, don't break my trust again.
Mhm.
Right? Do right. Now he takes a car. Not only does he borrow it, he brings it back to you with a full tank, washed. It's bro.
Well,
That sounds like him.
well, let me back up. What about the repeat offender? Let's talk about that. So, for an example, I give you the car, you go and crash it again. Then you come back and ask me another time. It's like,
I
dude,
can't
you
drive.
got to be. I was like, you got to be out of your mind.
Yeah, but the second time he brings it back, he tells you exactly this time what happened. Because he thinks, and if I tell him the truth, it won't be so bad because I lied to him last time. So let me tell the truth this time. Woo!
Because you,
just
got
can't
the repeat
drive.
offenders.
Exactly.
You got the repeat offenders. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, but that's a big. Let's just talk about the repeat offender that you tell something to,
Mhm.
and they tell somebody, say, "Man, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again." The next time you tell them something, they do it again. You're like, "Bruh, I just told you. You just never gonna tell nobody. But now you let it out again."
Oh,
Man, I just told my wife. That's all. But you telling your wife, that's somebody. Your wife knows my wife. I didn't mean for you to tell your wife.
Right.
So it's all of that stuff. That repeat offender, that's a tough one. I don't know. 70 times 7. I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's go to the next one. That's a tough one.
You want to read since you didn't read last week?
I can forgive because this is from Deacon Will. I can forgive because it's a choice I make motivated by God's forgiveness of me. But I would not allow myself to be put in the situation again. That's what we were talking about. It's not wise to allow yourself to be put. It's not wise to put yourself in the same situation again. Yeah.
And that
That's
goes
the-
back to the car situation.
The car situation. Yeah.
But you can't use that example. He said he was motivated by God's forgiveness. Right? That's what it said, right? Am I right? Let's go back to it.
Right.
I can forgive because of the choice I make, motivated by God's forgiveness of me.
Right.
How many of us are repeat offenders? But God does not say your last offense. He forgets it. He takes it and throws it. It says in the Bible, he throws it into the pit of hell. He forgets it.
Exactly.
So we cannot say I'm motivated by God's forgiveness to forgive others. That's about as far as I'm going.
Right.
Because God's not going to motivate you just to forgive. He's going to motivate you to forgive and forget.
Right.
That's the part that's why we as Christians it's tough because God forgave us and forgot. That's what's so tough about it. Because man, it's hard to forget what people do to you.
It is. I mean, Simon said it earlier, how if you haven't gotten it right, if you see that person walking your direction, you may walk to the left, just avoid having eye contact or conversation. Like, I'm gonna go this way.
And that's a shame to do that in church. Period.
It is, man.
You see someone in go in the second aisle. Oh my God, let me go all the way onto the far side. And you usually sit on the first aisle. Now you sit on the fourth aisle because you see eye contact with someone and you don't want to have no contact with them at all.
No conversation.
You know when two friends are arguing because they sit in church every Sunday next to each other. And if that following Sunday, they're not by each other. They sit in two places. You're like, oh, something happened.
What happened? What down? What down?
Something went down.
Deacon James, how are you, sir?
Warriors.
Hey, for those who missed it, we're asking if you think you're the oldest person watching our show, not the old person, the oldest person watching our show.
Yeah.
Put your age down that you are, because the oldest individual during convocation is going to get a mug from us. So put your name in there and your number if you think you're the oldest person. Thank you.
Don't be ashamed.
No.
Don't be ashamed. It's good to be alive. Oh, we talked about this one already?
Yes.
Yes. Deacon Will says, trust is something that has to be worked on. So it just seems like, I'm not saying it is, the trust part is more important than the forgiveness part.
Because it's the harder part.
It's the harder part.
Exactly.
The harder part.
Right.
Both of them together. Okay.
Oh, Keith says, I appreciate this discussion. Thank you, Keith.
Woo! See you on Sunday, Keith. Big John.
And John, condolences to your family.
Yes.
Man.
So we want to read it, or we not?
Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry. Because when he said condolences, sorry. Forgiveness is one thing. Forgetting is another, which we talked about. If someone is victimized, like acid thrown in the face, the face is permanently damaged. There is the possibility of the scars, testimony of God's grace. So now you see the physical scars.
But you know what, John? I remember a story, and I've shared this. I think I said this on a men's retreat before, where this father and son were playing basketball. Somehow something happened and the father's son got shot. So the father was in the courtroom with the killer. The father did not have any animosity towards the killer. If anything, he was showing forgiveness. This man went to the prison every day to visit his son's killer and witness to him. By the time that man was released out of jail, guess what? He was an ordained minister. And now he's out saving souls. He took that bad situation and turned it around. He could have harbored anger and hatred, but what he did was he had compassion upon him. I mean, I said, I'm not there, but he had compassion upon him to do that. He visited that man every day in jail, the one who killed his son.
That's tough.
I'm like, wow.
That's tough, right? And that's what I'm talking about, God's grace, right? Yeah. He really showed God's grace. I mean, that's tough for any of us. And I agree with John. When you hurt me, it feels like acid. It feels, there could be, depending on how deep the hurt is, it can feel like a scar, especially if other people know.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It feels like you're walking around with a scar because everybody's talking about this, right? And so it's difficult. But like you said, can we get through the situation and see the God?
Mhm.
Can we get through the issue of what happened and see the God that wants us to go past that point?
Mhm.
Right? Think about is it Jehoshaphat or Jethro? I think Jehoshaphat. That he came home and he told God, if you lead me through this war, the
Right.
first thing I see I will sacrifice.
Mhm.
And the first thing he saw was his daughter. He didn't think he was going to see, he thought it was going to be an animal.
Mm.
It was his daughter.
Mhm.
But he begged God, God just gave her 3 months to live a life before I take her life. But he had to do it.
Mhm.
Now he could have hated of God because he thought God would never do something like that to me. But here it is. Now what are you going to do? So the
Mhm.
same thing for us. We don't think these things will ever happen to us, but here it is. What are you going to do?
Right.
Excuse me. So, but yeah, thank you. That's a good point. All right, Ken.
This is for you, Rupert. Go ahead.
No man, if Rupert crashes Mark's car, Mark can forgive him. But Miss Brodus will never let Mark lend him the car again. That's possible.
That's possible. That's a true statement.
That's not a bad statement. That's true.
It's not a bad statement at all.
Maybe,
Mark,
maybe.
why are you giving him your car, man?
You right on point on that.
why are you gonna let him have your car again?
That's any spouse, right? That's any spouse.
Yeah.
Did he not? Did he not? Not only why you're in his car. It's like, did he not lie to you the last time you were in his car?
Yeah.
Throw that part in there.
Yeah, that's gonna be in there.
So how did Noah feel? No. How was Noah? He had a lot thrown at him.
Well, let's think about it. Look at Job, right? Didn't Job's wife cuss him out? Just because God had died. Right? Just because God didn't die. Well, and look at Adam. Let's just go right to the first. Look at Adam. Man, it was her. Jesus. It wasn't me. It was her. It was Eve.
I don't even like apples.
So Keith came back and says, sometimes breaking trust does change how you interact or deal with the person going forward.
Yeah, it's true.
But see that, and I'll just say for, let me just say for clergy or anyone in office, and you dealing with people all the time, and you know they're wrong, but you have to have that understanding, wisdom in your heart, and talk it down. Oh God, this is your people, Rupert. So yeah.
The next comment.
I'm sorry. The next is your people.
We just have to see them start laughing.
Yeah, it's true. True, Sister Verlene. Yes. If Rupert got in 2 accidents, and I would say, look, man, yo, forget me giving you a car. We'll give you driving lessons. Come on.
I like the way you talk.
We got to go through something. Something's wrong with you.
Right.
I agree with Mr. Will. Rupert, let Will be Will. I am letting Will be Will, but I'm saying that we have to. Why am I even discussing with Ken? Let me just go on. Let me just go on. Because
next,
yeah, we're speaking biblical things here. So I got to go on. Okay.
Ed Owen says, I can forgive, but forgetting is not of the will. It's brain storage. You simply attempt to separate the emotional damage from the memory. Oh, she's a psychologist. I'll forgive you for dropping me on my head, but not trust. That's why you got to keep walking around with your cane so you don't fall.
So
he said that.
I was asking Art this question. So you're saying you never trust yourself either? Because we're the first person to hurt us is us. So you never will trust yourself either. Or will you throw it away and say, no, that's just a temporary thing? Because that's what salvation is about, right? We are guilty of sin. And truly to commit yourself to Jesus Christ and be saved, you have to forget those things which were behind and reach into those things that are before you. And that is what we try to do as Christians. Because when we latch onto our old sins, we will always feel the guilt of our sin, but Christ died so we don't have to feel the guilt of our sin. Now, I know I'm getting a little preachy, a little biblical, but that's where we are. That's where we need to be. That's the difficult part. When we start, and again, so one of my good friends, Peter Boynton, psychologist, I don't know if he's watching, we're doing a study of his book. A lot of things I say in psychology is 100% right. So she's 100% right. I'm going to disagree with her mind stuff. But that's the natural man. Now, how is the spiritual man going to work it out? Because the natural man is going to do what the natural man does. But how is the spiritual guy going to work it out? Because Rupert's both flesh and spirit. Right? Okay, let me stop because I get all
Yeah, and you said Peter Boykin's name, and I just saw him on Facebook. So they were celebrating someone's birthday, 80 years old or older 80? Than that. They were celebrating something. So congratulations. I just was glimpsing through it. Yeah.
I was supposed to see him today, but I missed the meeting.
It's your fault. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, where are we?
Hey, Keith.
Keith.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. So Keith came back, says, let's be honest. We don't really forget, even though we forgive.
I agree. I agree.
To a level. Because there's some things you can kind of put it out your mind. So it doesn't
little things.
Yeah.
Little things. You kicked me.
Right.
But I mean, you may not forget, but you may not mention it no more.
Right. Or it doesn't resonate.
But I think Rupert said it earlier on. It's still in there. It's there. But you just keep it in there.
Right.
And hopefully it'll go further down. But I guess it depends on
I think also like I said, depends on the situation. How intense it was.
Yeah, intensity, yes. Yes.
Oh,
we can get through the situation with time. Amen.
Yes.
Time, but sometimes we hold on to things some 20 years.
Yeah.
Remember, remember God says to love your brother. You can love Rupert, but know he's special and can't be trusted with cars. I have to love Ken. God, I know. I'm trying. Help me through this, God.
I guess he's lucky that we really don't have a choice because God is the head of our lives.
we started off by saying we're three brothers who love God.
Also, well, I think he's probably the oldest.
76 years.
Okay.
Hey,
and 306. So 5 days till his birthday. That's what he's
what?
Okay.
5 days. Make a note of that. Oldest so far.
We'll make a note of that.
76. Okay, so let's.
Sir, you don't look like you're 76.
I know.
You walking all smooth in church. You look like no 76. Come on.
Exactly. So speaking of Jamaican food, ain't no one said nothing about no Jamaican food.
My bad.
You put that up there.
Yeah, it's my bad. Oh, it was Carla Allison's mother's birthday. Oh, okay. Mother Allison. Okay.
So I wasn't okay then. I didn't see it. Yeah, okay.
Carla Allison. I don't know if you guys remember Carla Allison.
No.
She used to go to Neptune years ago. She's married to Michael Allison, who is Bishop Allison's grandson. But long story. Okay.
Okay then. But she got a shout out. So
shout out to them. Yes.
And all says, in my own case, I can ask for the renewing of my mind and adjust myself accordingly. I can't force others to adjust. Of course. No, you can't.
You cannot force somebody. And we talked about that, right? You can't.
Yeah, at the beginning, you're hoping that they do.
Right. You'd hope you both want to get to the same point. Back to the same point.
Here we go. She's on. Thank you. Mrs. Broder says,
oh my God.
There's not a lot. I forget. I always bring to Mark's memory something that happened over 37 years ago. And I'm still praying.
I want to know what it is because I'm trying to remember what it was. So,
that's why I love Anita, because she'll be the first one to tell you that they still need Jesus. As a leader, you still need Jesus.
Yeah. No matter the situation.
That's right.
Still need Jesus.
She's still praying. Thank God she's still praying.
Hey, Ken, you might want to put an A in Brodus.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he's spelling.
I don't know who that is.
OA, sir. Yeah.
You know, but first of all, that's every wife, that's every husband.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to be real serious.
He's being attacked by his daughter too.
Women don't forget, but men do not forget.
Right.
Men don't. Man, we will sit there pretend like we don't know what you're talking about, and we don't know. We see the whole. This is the way we see the whole entire thing over, and we're like, yeah, I know exactly what you did, because we don't forget. So, bruh, boy, oof.
I think we tend to pretend like we forget.
Yeah, we pretend, but we
don't forget.
We don't forget.
I think I let the secret out the bag, so now I'm gonna let Holly know. No, Holly, I don't forget what you say. I just pretend not to hear you.
oh, another discussion. Oh my goodness, another discussion. Help us, Jesus.
But it's true. We sometimes men. I will tell you, women are petty, but men are more petty when it comes to certain things. Like if you owe me $10 25 years ago, I will not say a word until I see you pay somebody else $10 and be like, yo, you paid back Simon this 10. I remember 20 years ago. You brought 10 for me. We'll bring that up. So, man.
1986? All right.
Amen. Yeah, but James, how do you want that mug? Somebody says they're 76. I think you are 77. Bring it out.
How old are you, Deke? Nah, man, I won't forget much quicker, guys, because we don't hold on me. That's emotional. Okay. So I'll just say just like that.
Yeah, I'm just going to shake my head. Because emotions have nothing to do with forgetting or remembering. It's all about what we won't forget because we want to have something to throw at somebody just in case. Because we don't like losing fights.
Right.
Right? So we won't forget just in case you got me on something. I'd be like, remember when you did this? Yeah, Now what? Right? We like that.
Yeah, that's like, you know what?
He's a little bit younger.
A year younger. A year and a half younger.
Couple days, right?
Wow. Deacon Will, he looks like you.
Deacon Will is 5 days from 77. Deacon Howell is 39 days from 77. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So right now, Deacon Will, you got it. You winning.
And 77 is not even in my view.
So when's the cutoff date?
It's tonight show.
Okay. Well, it looks like you got 6 minutes.
It's coming your way.
You got 6 minutes.
So let me ask you guys a question because we're talking about this. So if you're out with your spouse, let's say you're bowling, do you let your spouse win?
No.
Or do you like throw the game and make it look like she won?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
No. I will only let my spouse win.
No.
I think that she says, I'm not going anymore because I never win. I let her win a game because that way I'm like, okay, I want to go and I want you to go again. So, but I let her win one. So I can say, you win every once in a while. But other than that, man, but it also depends how much she taught.
No. When we bowled.
Well, Tommy, you different. You super competitive.
No, but even that, when we bowled, and even my kids, they will tell you, if they beat me, they beat me. And if they did, you beat me. They can brag about it all day. So my wife Rachel was the same thing. No, I don't want to bowl you if you're going to let me win, because that's not competitive. So no, I'm think my family will agree. I'm not letting you win.
No, I don't want to let you win, but I will let people win if there's a reason behind it. I'm thinking of something. Otherwise, though, I'm not letting you win.
I wouldn't even let my grandkids win. Never mind that. So
it's different. Men don't hold words or actions as important. So we let it go. Real men. Man, tell that to Donald Trump. Okay. Anita says, "Don't do it, Mark." Mark is bringing up something. Anita's like, "Whoa!"
No, I asked that question for a reason, so you gonna find out the answer.
Let me find.
I know Mark beat me in bowling.
Let me hear it, Mark. Do it, Mark. I know she said don't do it, but do it.
I gotta see this.
We were on the cruise.
On a cruise?
On the cruise, and they had a bowling alley. So we were bowling
On the deck or indoors?
indoor.
Okay.
I said, I'm just let it win.
Oh no!
Keep peace on the cruise. Have fun.
No.
You know I'm going, right? So let them win.
So she's believed that until now.
I know. She said she just beat me fair and square. Of course, I let her beat me fair and square.
But that's not fair and square.
You see, but that's the problem with letting them win. Okay, let them all win. The fun is in playing, not winning. No, you don't. You're not an athlete. The fun is in winning. Losing is not fun. Losing is
Especially if you're coming from someone who don't play no sport.
it depends on how she handles defeat.
Your feet? Oh, defeat. That's good. Your feet. Oh.
Because I beat Mark at bowling, and he knows it.
Yes, I let you win.
What? That's not beat. That. Oh.
I let her win.
See now, but here's the problem with letting them win. When you tell them you let them win, they don't believe it.
I know. We have that discussion. We've had the discussion ever since we came back from the cruise.
That's why I don't say that.
And this other thing, they won't play you again because the last time they played, they beat you. So I'm not playing you anymore. I don't need to
But
play.
that stops mine right away.
Oh no, she wants to have a rematch.
If you beat me, you beat me. Never throw a game, just win gracefully and don't rub it in.
Keith,
But
that's
it goes by
the thing then.
it goes by what Rupert says though. If they trash talking you,
Yeah. If I hear, oh, I'm gonna beat you, okay. When I beat you, I'm gonna let you know.
okay.
If your voice, oh, I'm gonna beat you. All the way home. I'm gonna let them have it. Let them have it. Oh yes.
Oh man, we got
Y'all
a couple
funny.
minutes left.
We got 2 minutes. Y'all funny. How is it losing if you playing your kids and wife? I'm teaching my kids to be better.
Look, first of all, my dad, I was 12 or 11. My dad was in his 60s and he beat me in a race, running race. And I was like, how was this old man beating me in a race? Because I ran track in college. So I'm thinking, so the day I beat my dad, I let him know. I said, I don't care how old you are. I'll beat you.
What were you doing? A 20-yard dash or something?
Bro, my dad was fast. I was like, how is this man? And he laughed. He was laughing at me when he beat me at 62. So there's a thing about, yo, man, you gotta let your kids know that you are better because they're gonna be better than you one day.
Yes, they are.
They are.
They're going to be better than you one day. So
I'll
you're going
give
to
it to
know now that I'm better than you, and I let them have it. So yeah.
Hey, look, we're out of time, man. Hey guys, thank you all for your lovely comments, your
Beautiful
issues and concerns. So grateful, but and all in all, though, forgiveness rests in your bucket.
Yes.
You have the power to do something about it. As well, the Bible says, one shall be asleep, one shall be taken away. Don't go to bed angry. Don't go to bed angry if you cannot. Try to avoid it if you can.
That's when you don't want to lose, though. That's
What
when
did Jesus
you don't
do?
want to lose.
What would Jesus do?
We could have a show on that.
Okay.
If you and your wife was in the bed and it's just one's going to be taken and one's not, how would you feel if you were the one not taken, if you were the one left? Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Well, stay tuned. And you'll hear us say
2028. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.